There have been plenty of primary nights in this presidential election campaign in which the night ended in kind of a muddle. You weren't sure who had moved ahead, who had moved behind, what the greater meaning would be. Tonight, the night of the New York primary, is not one of those nights. You had very clear, resounding victories by the two frontrunners, Donald Trump on the Republican side, Hillary Clinton on the Democratic side. This is a real contrast to the conversation we were having a couple of weeks ago after the Wisconsin primary when they both lost. Doesn't feel that way tonight. This race is not over yet on either side. There's plenty of turbulence still ahead. But I think we'll look back and say that the New York primary and the convincing victories by the two frontrunners in places they were supposed to score convincing victories will have clarified matters a little bit. Donald Trump won easily. Ted Cruz was really nowhere in sight. John Kasich also not much of a factor. This allowed Donald Trump to emerge and to deliver a victory speech in which he talked more like a potential nominee, not just a candidate fighting for his place and to get some respect in his own party. The change of tone, I think, was reflective of a change in the dynamic of the race that we're going to see play out now. There's still going to be trench warfare with Ted Cruz over delegates and over uncommitted delegates. It's not at all clear that Mr. Trump, even if with this resounding victory, could get to the 1237, the number of delegates he needs to win the nomination on the first ballot. But he's probably going to get close now, and close may be enough. Hillary Clinton still has a fight on her hands with Bernie Sanders, and New York was very ugly in that regard. I think, though, the results will allow her to probably start putting that ugliness behind and may cause the Bernie Sanders forces to think a little bit harder about how long they want to continue the kind of attacks that they've been waging on Hillary Clinton. Those attacks are angering some people in the party. I'm not sure how long that's going to continue. So things are not over yet, but I think New York did more than some of us might have expected, not just to help the frontrunners, but to clarify the status of this race.